Hello guys. Good morning. Hello, Mr. Hello. Good
No,
morning, Mr. Jurgen.
Morning.
no, moving on to one of the highlight of today's session. As you all know, we have a special inspirational speaker with us, Mr. Jurgen. Could you please introduce yourself briefly to the audience so we can get to know you a bit better?
Okay. Hi, my name is Jürgen. I'm based in Indonesia, Bali, Jakarta. Go back and forth. I'm working as the managing director of the Bahasa Indonesia, where we do cloud development, web-based development, web apps, stuff like that. So yeah, I'm well versed both low level, medium level, high level programming, as well as product development and yeah, running this company. So I'm a bit, I have too many hats.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jurgen. It's
Yeah.
inspiring to see the journey you have with creating meaningful experience for others along the way. So before we are going to start, I would like to play video, a short video. It's a tradition in our all hands meeting. Yeah. Let me share the screen. Okay. Now let's jump to our next special event. We have Mr. Jurgen. Once again, welcome to Mr. Jurgen, the Managing Director for Indonesia at Bayzeni, and our special inspirational speaker today. Okay, all right. Before we start, let's take a quick look at the amazing journey of our speaker. We gather this from your LinkedIn profile, so hopefully it's correct. Yeah. Got you.
Yeah, it's
Please.
correct. It looks a bit funny maybe because it's all SAS, but they move things around into the other companies, back to other companies, back to the other companies again, and it's sometimes I
Yeah.
change companies without lifting a finger in that journey.
Yeah. Could you please briefly and in short take us through your inspiring journey, and could you tell us a little bit about your career path?
Okay, so I started working at. I've always been fascinated by the airline industry. Maybe a bit due to my stepfather was a pilot in SAS, so I was early exposed to the airline life and the airline way of living. So I ended up working at the airport, uh, check-in agent, gate agent, arrival service agent, and I did that as a part-time job while I was studying. And I was studying robotics and IT back then. And then when my studies was over, I transitioned into the administration part where I was working as a system consultant, working on a system that did revenue collection for all the ground handling services we offered across Scandinavia on all the airports we were. It was where we basically gather big data from operations, and we process them and they turn those into invoiceable materials, and then we send the invoices out to the customers, other airlines that we did ground handling for, and also from the daughter company to the mother company to get the cash flowing within the group correct as well. So that was interesting, and having worked 6 years out in the production myself, it gave me kind of a very good perspective and understanding of what the data actually was to transform them into like financial data, helping business controllers with analyzing and explaining what was going on, why does these figures go up and down, or maybe identify something look wrong. And combined with my IT education, I could also collaborate well with the IT department to set up systems, configure systems, be like the stakeholder from the revenue collection department. And on that job, I also learned a lot about finance and accounting because we imported and integrated with the ERP, and had to learn and understand credits and debits and how to put everything into there. So that gave me a lot of good experience that I could take on when I moved down here to Indonesia to start this company, Bazeni, which I founded here in 2018 in Indonesia, where we kind of apply those same experiences to and help other companies to do digital transformation and kind of automate workflow, capture data at the earliest possible place in the workflow to kind of automate process and get more and better insights and more and better use of the data and better data management to make sure that they can deliver reports they need, consistency in the reports they need, and not be depending on whoever made that spreadsheet template. And when he moves on to another company, they're screwed because no one knows how to fix that spreadsheet template. So yeah, that's the quick summary, I guess.
Thank you for sharing such an amazing and inspiring journey, Mr. Jürgen. Today we would love to get to know you a bit deeper. So if it's okay with you, I would like to ask a few questions. The first question about transitioning between roles and industry. Throughout your career, you have transitioned between different roles and industry, from technical consulting to leadership. What skill or mindset have been most valuable in helping you adapt to this change, especially moving from a technical consultant to a leadership position?
Well, one thing that it gives me is that since I have experience from ground level work, hands-on work, with things, and I have experience with IT, and I have experience working with management, reports, and understanding, I kind of can jump in and out of their point of view more easily and kind of speak the language to whom I am talking with to make sure that my message is getting through. That is one thing. And as now that I'm leading a team, being a developer myself, I can kind of jump in and talk tech, low tech, and discuss algorithms, way of working things, and kind of sometimes ask the right questions. Doesn't mean I have the right answer, but at least sometimes ask the right questions to get the discussions going and together find the better solution. Because these days I'm not the one using the latest best practice, so how to use this or implement that, but at least I have done enough for that myself to know kind of what to ask. And also having those different experiences when I'm working with customers, I kind of know already have a good feeling where might be the limitations of applying some technologies or not, so that we don't kind of overpromise whatever we want to make. We can kind of keep it realistic. So yeah, I guess that my takeaway from having been around in all these roles are I can kind of jump in and out of the appointment, speak the language needed on the various levels. That being people out in production, or it's being people in management, or it's being talking with tech or developers as well, and discussing. And also knowing that I'm not the expert in anything, but so keep an open mind, listen to what people have to say, and then keep an open discussion based out of that, and together find a way. What's the best way?
Okay, thank you for sharing that, Mr. Jürgen. Now let's move on to another important area, team building. The second of question, building a cohesive team, reflecting on your journey from system consulting at SES to managing a team at Bezeni. What would you say is the key to building a cohesive team, and how do you ensure your team remains aligned with the company goals?
One important thing is to have like a varied team in complement each other. Don't have a homogeneous team, but have a diverse team that can complement each other and keep popping in new ideas, different points of view. So having different backgrounds or different experiences is key to kind of grow that thing. Give your team members enough autonomy to do their job. I try. Don't micromanage, at least not too much. But also, keep everyone informed about the long-term goals where we want to go, and have regular meetings and regular where you discuss where you want to go, and of course, give your teammates something interesting to do. That will help them also to do their best job. If they're bored with what they do, they're not going to stick around for a long time. So we have to my role is to try to coordinate to set all that up so that they can do their own job as good as they do, and also do something interesting that they like to do, not just being there for the job.
Okay, thank you for Mr. Jürgen for sharing such as valuable insight and leadership and team building. It's been truly inspiring to learn from your journey. Okay, then I think that's all the section for this morning for the inspirational speaker. Thank you so much for sparing your time to join us in this morning. We hope to see you more in the future. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll now move on the main section for our all hands meeting for Mr. Jürgen. Mr. Jürgen, you very welcome to stay with us if you want to like to hear more about our company meetings. But if you have other commitment, please feel free to leave. Thank you once again, Mr. Jürgen.
Thank you for inviting me also. Thank you for having me. I think stick around a bit to see. Also, I'm curious to see more about what Jake has to say. I guess it looks like this.
Thank you, Jürgen. Very kind, very kind, very kind. Okay. All right. Good morning, everybody. How's everyone doing? Yeah. I'm pretty sure not everyone must be happy with the bonus caps this month, right? So if you're unhappy, show me some unhappiness too, because I'm sure that doesn't, that's not the best thing. All right. To speak shortly about bonus caps, I talked with Bella and Marcel, and maybe many of you don't know, but they are essentially the guardians of the company to keep us on target. They have the most to win and also the most to lose. So we've decided that since we're beginning a new semester, it is necessary to get everyone to focus. No need to be sorry, okay? I think the idea behind this is we prefer to actually make sure that everyone understands at the very beginning of a semester that we are serious. Just as we're serious about paying a hefty bonus for achieving goals, we are serious about essentially starting out well. I think any particular lesson learned early in the semester is much more valuable than any particular punishment that is delayed. So hopefully, I've got a core value here to share with everybody at the next part of my discussion. So hopefully this gets us together, okay? So I'm going to talk about a few things, and once again, there's good news and bad news. Mostly it's bad news. So our stability in hospitality is low. Starting from about a year ago until now, I looked at it, it's 80%. So that's quite a decline from where we have been the previous semester. Now, the next few people coming in will show essentially a shorter time window, but this is what the window I saw from looking across the year. And we were able to actually build up a very good pipeline during the last semester of new properties coming in, reaching all kinds of heights on new AUM. Unfortunately, that collapsed last month. So last month, you can see it was almost the same as actually 4 months ago, before we actually had to learn the experience, the knowledge, and everything about how to build new assets under management. So not quite on trajectory. This had been one of the constant pride points I had noticed, and I understand we're not focused on growth this particular month, this particular semester, but this is far below expectations. Okay. In such, my commitment remains the same. My commitment is everyone will need to work together in order for the company to reach our goal. So I need the support and the commitment from everybody in order to grow the brand. I'm committed to train and develop senior leaders to lead a strong brand, but I expect senior leaders and upper managers to teach how to implement strategy and supervision to their teams. And once again, that is to ensure that everyone is given a fair chance for the next semester's bonus. Now, I believe I failed last semester. I mean, it's never gives me any pleasure to see that we don't reach our goals. But I think my failure was I didn't really hypervise. I sort of just sat back a little bit, took a little bit of a leadership break. And during this time, I didn't actually watch closely what was happening in the strategy and also in the supervision. And clearly, if we have to be doing push-ups and shift management, that means that there are some levels of supervision which we should be far above at this point that are still not fully implemented correctly. Okay, as a result, here's my pivot. So just earlier, Mr. Jurgen spoke about not micromanaging. I do not believe in micromanagement, but I do believe in being in the details. If any of you don't know the difference, please take a look on YouTube. Brian Chesky, the CEO of Airbnb, talks about the difference between leaders who are in the details and leaders that micromanage. I'm going to be all in the details. It's basically a founder-director mode. And it means that what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to avoid any strategic mistakes that might happen because of details at the very, very edge are not allying up with the strategy at the top. Okay? So that's not to get into everybody's personal business, is so that we as a company don't waste time and miss our goals because we're innovating. And when we innovate, then there is going to be differences between the vision and the actual implementation. And to save everybody a lot of grief and having to go back and restart work again, I'm going to get into the details this particular month. I will over-communicate the vision about the brand, such as what I'm going to do today. And if I take a little bit more time, please allow it, because this is important. We need to over-communicate the vision hundreds of times before I believe everyone will fully understand what the new vision is. So please do your part and pay attention. Can everyone pay attention? Yeah? Okay, good. This is important. Now, my intention is not to micromanage. I want to open up experience space, but I also want to closely supervise. Oftentimes, if I open up chances for people to experience things and I don't supervise, then I have to come back around and say, okay, all right, no good, and we waste a few months or even longer amounts of time. So I don't want that to happen either. Okay, but if you've been given a chance to take initiative, I'm not going to wait. I expect that anybody given a chance to lead should actually adopt a bias to action. So lead, take the chance you've been given. You're free to fail fast. You're free to make mistakes, but don't hesitate. All right, every new semester comes with a new vision. So here's the vision. The vision is the same, but I would like to demonstrate it. The vision is to expand the capacity and elevate our brand. And instead of talking about it, I'm going to use an iPad. I'm going to draw it out so that it's very clear. Okay, so bear with me for a moment, and I'll use my hefty defty tools to get in. Now, can everyone see this? Yeah, cool. All right, let's start with this over here. This is the Neri-Oxman Krebs cycle. Neri-Oxman is a leading researcher at MIT. Actually, she started her own company now called Oxman. The reason I'm showing this to everyone is because it is important to understand what we do. So here at Bukit Vista, because we innovate on so many things, we're in the business of turning information into knowledge. Now, those of you who work in data science or in operations might actually feel this on a daily basis. We're encountering new information, and we are coming up with our own names, our own titles, our own labels for things. You're doing science. When you take information and you turn it into knowledge, that is the process of science. Now, after we understand the knowledge, can we implement that knowledge into something useful? That would be engineering. That would be taking, let's say, all the conversations that we've had, all the science that we've learned from customer service, and then pushing it into AI so that it can actually start learning from our past conversations and, as Gaia does, answer inquiries, concerns automatically. That is the work of engineering. That is where we've been traditionally for the past 9 years. We've been mostly focused on this particular pathway. We've been focused on the pathway to bring information to knowledge to utility. This semester, we're going to do something different. This semester, we're going to push this all the way up, back through to culture. So what does that mean? It means that once we have utility, that is not good enough. It is not good enough just to say, I messaged the person, and they are free to think whatever they want afterwards. No, that is utility without expecting changes in behavior. So we're going to need to rely on design. What is design? Design is the process in which we speak, communicate, visualize, and produce an experience such that behavior is changed. Now, when we can change behavior at scale, then we have an art, and then we have culture. So for far too long, our partners have been free to believe whatever they want to believe about us. Sometimes we were thought of as agents. Sometimes we're thought of as a sidekick. Sometimes people really don't know what we do. Starting from today, we're going to take action to change that. We're going to start building our brand. And the way we build our brand is to understand essentially what it is that we actually look like. Okay, this is where I'm going to go into a drawing real quick. So please understand our business. Our business needs to be understood in a stronger way. Our business is essentially this. It's a container. It's a container holding a pool, not of water, okay? Not of water. Our container holds AUM, asset under management. That is what is in the center over here. Now, if we want our business to get bigger, we need to build a bigger pool. A bigger pool is then capable of holding more AUM, okay? Everyone can understand that, right? What we put into this pool is we put in properties. We put in this property, we put in that property, we put in all these properties into the pool, and that extends our AUM. But that's not the only way we actually build greater AUM. We can put in properties that sell for higher average daily rates. That means properties that attain a higher price per night. That increases our AUM. We can extend our contracts with existing properties. That also amplifies our AUM, okay? So the AUM can be magnified in 3 directions. Adding more properties, adding properties that attain higher daily rates, and extending contracts with all the properties, okay? That part makes sense, yes? Okay. The walls of this container for this AUM are built by people, our partners, committing to stay with us. That's what the walls of this container are built. The stronger those walls are, the more AUM we can hold. However, through the course of the work here at Bukit Vista, we realized that there's leakage. There's 2 kinds of leakage. There's what I call the red leakage, or actually red isn't a good, let's call it the green leakage, okay? And then there's a new type of leakage that we discovered. there's a yellow leakage, okay? There's two types of leakages. Green leakage is the type of leakage that we have failed to deliver an experience. We have failed to deliver our revenue. We have failed to deliver the promise in the contract with our partners. I call that green leakage because that's the type of leakage that Bukit Vista has been doing better and better at preventing. All of the people here have been working on essentially building a stronger container in order to prevent green leakage. Now, does everyone want to know what the yellow leakage is? Yes? The yellow leakage is a new type of leakage that we've just discovered. The yellow leakage has nothing to do with reality. The yellow leakage has everything to do with brand. The yellow leakage is a type of leakage that we're having right now, when in fact the property is offboarding at peak revenue after getting all the 5-star reviews that we promised, and yet they still don't want to renew their contract. They still want to manage independently. And that's happened many times. That hasn't happened once, it's happened twice, 3 times. And we've been perplexed. We've been very confused why that happens. That makes no sense at all. We delivered all our promises, we kept the contract, but yet we still lost that deal. We still lost that AUM. So it's occurred to me that this particular containment system that we have right now, this containment system here is not good enough. This containment system that I draw in the blue, this is a reality containment system. This is us doing the job that we're supposed to. That is actually creating the containment of the AUM. But as you can see, the reality containment system still leads to leaks. So what do we need to do? We as a company need to build a bigger containment system. We need to build a brand such that there are no leaks due to the second type of leak, the brand type leak. So how do we do that? Well, if we take a look at all the cases where people offboarded at peak revenue, at peak performance, what do we see? We see that we didn't control the narrative. We didn't actually help that particular partner understand what it is we do. They were free to choose whatever they thought we did. Some partners still think that we're real estate agents. Some partners think that we're just simply marketing. Some partners don't even know that we have AI or data science or other particularly strong features. Most partners don't know how difficult it was to find each and every one of you to work here. The recruitment levels at this company are very, very, very elite. I think it's 0.5%. 0.5% of the people who apply to work here are actually accepted to work here. Partners don't know that. So this is a question of narrative. So what the work I've been doing for the past 2 weeks, along with the upper manager, is to create a better narrative. It's to create a strong narrative, a narrative that puts all of you guys in the role of a protagonist, in the role of a hero, okay? Now, I know James Bond might not be your generation, but James Bond is a hero. He's the British MI6 agent that goes around the world stopping evil villains from taking over the world. Our role in this brand is to be the hero, which is convenient because that's one of our core values, right, everyone? So our role is to be the hero. We have no choice in this particular role. We cannot allow our partners to be the hero because, well, if a partner's the hero, then what are we? We're probably the sidekick. We're an enabler. We're the sideshow. Partners will go their own way and they'll expect us to follow them. No, that is not the right way that we need a brand narrative. We need a strong narrative where we place ourselves as the hero in this particular journey. We're not going to go at this alone. Our hero here needs enablers. Our hero is the company, and each of one of you serves as an enabler. If a person is working on engineering, how does that enable the company to be the hero? Well, it solves problems. What kind of problems? Hard problems. What about operations people? Enablers as well. What about design people? Enablers as well. All the people here essentially serve to help the hero as a company succeed. But what are we really looking at? We're looking at obstacles and antagonists. What are these obstacles and antagonists in the movie? They're villains. What are our obstacles and antagonists? Our obstacles and antagonists are uncertainty, moratoriums placed on how many villas can be built in Bali, obstacles and antagonists on regions suffering from construction, interrupting our guest stay, uncertainty due to competition, uncertainty due to changes in the marketplace, uncertainty due to if there's going to be a second airport in Bali, uncertainty, uncertainty, uncertainty. There's a lot of obstacles and antagonists in our pathway. We often forget about it because we just kind of focus on solving problems, but we forget how dramatic the problems that we solve are. And it's time that we remember some of these and put them into the narrative. And when we go on our mission every day, that's what we do. We resolve problems. Each one of us are paid to solve problems on the behalf of our partners for our guests. Okay, these are the main components of a particular brand narrative. And this is the first time we're talking about it at the company-wide level. All right. But this is nothing new. This is not something that we've never seen before. This is an example of a review that we received from one of our very, very happy partners, Rory and Casey, somebody I was on a YouTube channel with. And you can read here. The team at Bukit Vista has been managing our villa for the past year. Okay, good. Clearly, we've been portrayed as the hero, as the protagonist in this review. They have been able to maintain good profitability for us while maintaining guest satisfaction in the face of some pretty severe challenges. Great. That's our mission. This review reflects us as the hero and what we've done as our mission. We've had significant construction in our area over this time, and they've been able to manage the guest experience and expectations. They were not only transparent with the guests, but also kept them happy with gestures throughout their stay. These are the antagonists and obstacles that we as the hero face in order to deliver the mission. When maintenance was needed to be done, they were proactive to find quality but cost-effective solutions. They will be our go-to management team in Bali forever. Great, that's the brand vision. That's how you get essentially eternally large AUM. Remember, back here. If we get partners that want to be with us forever for all their management needs, then we have succeeded in essentially establishing a container large enough to stop all future leaks from this pool of AUM, which will enrich everybody's career here. Okay, make sense? Yes? Good? All right, hopefully now all of you understand our business, what it looks like, using an analogy of a container of AUM. Hopefully you understand essentially our work. Our work has been to bring essentially all the way up to utility. Our future work is essentially bringing this utility into culture. Our role is to be the hero. Our team within the company are the enablers. The outside world are obstacles and antagonists. As we proceed on our mission, we want our audience, the owners, to appreciate all the things that we do on their behalf in order to get to that particular result. Maintain profitability and face severe challenges such that we may be remembered as their management team in Bali forever. Okay, hopefully that's clear now. Yep. All right. So the thing that I want to emphasize is this. Actually, let me bring this back up again. The topic that I want to emphasize is this is what expanding capacity and elevating our brand means. Expanding capacity, build a bigger container. Elevating the brand, creating a brand where we are seen now as the protagonist, as the hero. All right, hopefully that makes sense. Now, everybody's asking, what can I do? Just do this for now. Stick to this for this week, okay? Over-communicate on the brand communication audit. If you're working on any touch point related to, let's say, guest or partners, over-communicate. Tell us what you're doing. We need to see all the particular points right now in order to know which ones are going to be strategic. So please, over-communicate your activity just the way as I'm over-communicating the vision. And be prepared to fail fast. We are going to transition as we move into design culture, as we move into this particular art culture, in fact, of making mistakes. And that's okay. We've been in this particular process for many semesters. We always make new mistakes as we actually enter a new semester, which we are all essentially paying for at the moment. But fail fast. Don't linger. Don't stay stuck. Work on it. Ask for feedback. Move on to the next thing, okay? I'm confident that each of you has a critical mindset, a bias to action, and are self-learners, as you've been hired to do so in the very first qualifications of working here in this company. So I do believe we will all learn how to actually brand effectively. Now, doesn't mean you change your work. Nothing needs to be changed. We are who we are. It just means now we're going to dramatize our work. We're going to add some theater to our work such that we can be understood by those who have a hard time understanding what we actually represent. Sound good? Okay, great. Now, back to our mission: to inspire delight through hospitality innovations to positively transform guests, partners, and employees. And through this process of building a brand this semester, I hope that we will see lots of positive transformation. I hope that we will see essentially an emergence of creative talent. I hope that each of you will act in a way that shows your inner creativity, your inner artistry, your inner way of being able to think in a new context. This should not be seen as a burden, it should be seen as an opportunity to self-express. All right, the semester goal number 6. The revenue goal is $3.5 million. Overall rating 4.84, 5-star percentage 85%. I'll pass to Bella for our newly decided partner metric. Our partner brand metric is just emerged today. Okay,
Yes,
October.
sir.
Yes, okay, Bella, go ahead.
Okay, everyone. So for the latest target on the partner stability, we would like to start measuring our maximum of board per month. It's actually total into the semester around 75,000 in terms of contract value. Maybe anyone here not familiar with contract value, so it's better I explain later on the Slack channel on the announcement, and make sure the senior leaders also your team understand it very well, because it's a new target, so it needs to be more socialized. But our concern is to have less offboarding so we can ensure our stability, and later on the target per month also expected to be declining over time, the maximum budget for offboard. Yeah, okay, I think that's one. Mr. Jing maybe can be
Perfect. Okay,
explain later.
Bella, just to double check with you, just to see if I understand, does that mean essentially we're looking for less leakage from this pool of AUM? Is that the easiest way to understand it?
Yes, correct.
Okay, perfect. All right, everyone. So that's essentially what branding means. If we have good brand, then it means that this pool of AUM will not suffer from any more brand leakages, as I just described earlier. Cool? Easy to understand, right? Okay. If we have a lot of leakage due to brand, that means we're doing something wrong, okay? But if we don't have leakage, if we're able to extend the utility and durability of this pool, then it means that we're branding correctly. All right, great. Fantastic. Thank you, Philip. And we'll definitely clarify the actual numbers on the announcements as soon as we finish this all hands, okay? So that everyone's clear. All right. Same thing as before. Semester 6, 5x individual bonuses if we achieve the $3.5 million target. October this year to March next year, paid on April 5th. If the revenue goal is not reached, then there is no bonus. So please keep an eye on actually getting the revenue right. Same goals as before: 1 revenue goal and 2 brand stability goals. We pay 5x individual bonuses. 1 goal, 1 brand stability goal. We pay 2x individual bonuses. Okay. Now, I've already talked with Marcel and Bella, and we will probably cut one of the hospitality goals out. We have 4 goals right now, okay, which is 1 goal too many. We're going to keep it to 3 goals, but we're probably going to remove one of the hospitality goals. We have not decided which one yet, so stay tuned, and that will be announced as well. All right, that's pretty much it. The standard details you guys already know about weights and bonus caps and such. Now, this is some good news perhaps. Every time that we reach a 100% bonus cap, do actually ask, understand what your individual bonus is on that particular month. I know you're not receiving any bonus, even if your individual bonus number is high, because it does pay off at the end of the semester if you were actually doing something to help out, okay? So that essentially, that number still matters on the score that you received for your individual bonus. All right, with that, hopefully we've prepared the entire company for understanding the goals and the direction and the vision that we need to pursue for brand stability. I'll turn it back over to, I'm not sure. We're going to give it to next. All right, Yosef.
To me, sir. Okay, thank you
Oh, hey,
for
okay.
sharing the vision and mission statement, sir. For the next section, we will jump to updates for hospitality and revenue target updates. Okay, let's to Kak Furkon. Please, Kak Furkon, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you very much, Ali, for the floor, and thank you, Yosef, for helping to share the screen. Good morning, everyone. So let's directly proceed into the updates this week on our semester target achievement. So let's proceed into the next slide. All right, I believe this has been well aware that our revenue target and also hospitality target remains the same. Next, we will discover our performance for hospitality target achievement this week. So please, next. Okay, next again. Our hospitality target achievements for the first metric is accuracy. Accuracy increasing by 0.1%. Last week coming from 89%, now 89.1%. Okay, next metric. And is check-in. Check-in is stagnant, coming from last week at 87.4%, and this week is pretty much the same. Next metric. Into the cleanliness, a quite major decrease by 0.9%. Last week coming at 81.5%, and this week at 80.6%. Next metric. Communication also experiencing a decrease by 0.4%. Last week at 84.8%, and this week at 84.4%. Communication has been quite ups and downs these past few weeks, and the metrics for 84.4% is quite similar with what we have previous in the last 2 weeks. Next metric, location, increasing by 0.6%. Last week at 72.3%, and this week at 72.9%. And the last metric, which is value, stagnant, same as the check-in metrics. Last week at 81.4%, and this week at 81.4% again. So on the conclusion side, next slide, please. This week, we actually have a pretty much stagnant on 5-star ratings, which is at 84.2%. There is no increase nor decrease at that side. However, on the overall rating, we have a decrease by 0.01. Last week at 4.77, and this week at 4.76. Okay, so next, let's see our revenue target achievements. Okay, so a bit heads up that in previous month, the report has not been calculating the existing revenue for the rest of the month. So for this week, you will be seeing a quite major bump up. Last week it has just reported for the October, and from this month forward, I will report from the whole semester calculation, revenue gain calculation, and I'm pretty sorry that I missed on that part. So for this week, up until this report has been created this morning, we are at 900,000 USD revenue achievement. However, we are still lacking a quite 2.5 million, 2.6 million to round up into achieving our revenue target at 3.5 million. However, we still have around 148 days to achieve that. So here's the report for our weekly semester target. And Ali, back to you.
Okay, thank you Kak Furkan for sharing the hospitality and revenue target. For the next, uh, we will hear the inspirational mission story from the first is the Bukit Vista's mission to inspire the life through hospitality innovation that positively transform our employee. The first section is Kak Shelim. Times is yours.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Ali. So, good morning, everyone. So this is actually an update as well to everyone about the one-on-one delegation to the upper managers. So we are progressively delegating the sessions from the HR team to the upper managers. As of now, we have passed the baton to the revenue management team, so to Bella's team, and they did it well so far. So heads up, coming soon for the other teams as well as the UMs. So if you're curious, you can see the guideline over there attached. Thank you.
Thank you, Kak Sally. Thank you. The second one is Ismail Ramadhani from Innovation Property Manager Offline Trial. Okay, Rama, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Kak Ali. So for the first time from HR team and from the ops team, we have finally have a trial offline. So this week we have a property manager area for the trial offline. We started getting the guidelines first on how to set the schedule for the trial, and on the same time making sure for every preparation being met, including the trial guidelines, vehicles, and it was amazing because we was quite unsure at the time, but it's finally happening. And besides the property manager, we are also have an upcoming offline trial that is for the guest role, guest experience supervisor, and we are still preparing for the guidelines with Kak Sarah. So Yosef, maybe at the same time you could also open the pictures to show some of the documentations. And that's for the trial offline, everyone. Thank you. Back to you, Kali.
Wow, wow, the good story from Rama. It's first time, right, for trial offline. Okay, for the next is inspiring the hospitality industry through technological innovation. We have the first is Azel. Okay, Azel, take your time to share the story.
Okay, thank you very much, Kak Ali. Again, the first one from me is about growth dashboard in Data Vista. So here's the problem of of this project. Users lack a clear way to visualize contact progression through sales stage, making it difficult to assess like conversion efficiency and track MGLs to deals and like categorize contacts effectively. And here the solution is this project consolidates and visualizes data that retrieved from HubSpot that transforming raw information into actionable insights. And also this dashboard allows users to monitor drop-offs, prioritize MGLs, assess latency in deal stages, and categorize contacts by type and source. Additionally, the inclusion of data range filters enables more precise and flexible analysis, can improve users' ability to make informed decisions. And the limitation from here is about the data accuracy and visualization integrity is rely on the completeness and validity of data from HubSpot. You can see the attachment. Yeah, the first one is we can see about the overall conversion of growth cycle funnel. So the funnel is from all contacts to owner to qualified lead and to deals created. And the data is included from contacts data from HubSpot. And the second is about total data of contact stage progression by month. And also the from here we can see about unqualified lead owner funnel. And also we can see contact type and contact source distribution. And the third picture, you can slide it. Okay. The third picture. Now, from here, we can see about the deal stage latencies detail table, and also we can see the latency from deals to launch and deals to close one, and also close one to launch. And the fourth visualizations or the fourth image. Now, from here, we can see about the total data and the total amount of deal stage progression by month. For example, the image is from October 2024 until December 2024. And the last visualization is about qualified lead distribution by lead status. That is from me. Thank you very much.
Okay, Azel, good story for you from you. The next innovation is guest memorization from KRD. Maybe KRD will demo to sharing this innovation. Okay, KRD, please take your time.
Okay, thank you, Kali. I will share screen. Okay, this is about guest and booking persona memorization. Okay, I will present the demo. Okay, there's a guest from Lengkungan Villa property. The guest asking about bouquet of retros for celebrating the anniversary of the girlfriend. Because we memorize uh, the action, the conversation from the guests about the celebrating for the anniversary. So after Gaia deliver the answer for the bouquet, yeah, the vendor, and after that Gaia improve for cross selling for another vendor. Like you can see this the Gaia give the answer to cross selling about private chef to create special dining experience. So because we memorize the context for from the guest, and Gaia can give more answer correctly. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you, KRD. For the next is company team target and achievement that delivered by Kafurkon, presented by Kafurkon. Please, Kafurkon, the floor is yours.
Okay, so thank you very much, Ali, for having the floor back to me. So everyone, I would like here to recap our October monthly performance. The first one onto the revenue target first. We have been aware that we have just achieved 507,587 USD on the revenue side last month. It accounts around 98% of the OK target, or the 88% from the awesome target. And also onto the hospitality ratings, 5-star percentage. We are at 84.3% achievement last month, accounting 99% from the OK target. And for the overall rating, we are at 4.77, accounting for 99% also on overall rating. So means that we haven't achieved all of the targets, and I believe Kak Marcel has also announced this, and also with Kak Bella on the announcement of our company slide. And for the October side, we managed to have 60% occupancy in total. This is 7% decrease compared to the last month. 20% expired dates, increasing 5% compared to last month. 2% maintenance, and also 2% owner usage. And to add on to the announcement, October revenue is actually reflecting a 23% year-on-year growth already. However, after enhanced lead data set accuracy, this growth was still below the 27% that we recorded in September from all revenue sources. And here are some key points. On to the 8% from the initial target, yeah. Okay. Is this related into the October target, yeah, at 575? Yeah, Bella, yeah. Okay, thank you very much for clarifying on that. So let's dig further into the several key points on to the what Bella has just reported. The first one on the managed AUM, we achieved 84% of the potential revenue with the initial expectation on 90%. Unreliable AUM exceed the target from the 17,000 USD and achieve at 42,000 USD. And on the second point, PAUM or potential AUM and new AUM contribution, fewer properties just onboarded in September impacted to October's performance for the new AUM. I believe Mr. Jing has also portrayed this on his session. And on the last bit, onto the investment strategy, there is no significant progress since the last update, achieving only 60% of our target. So, calculating all of this, I believe Kamas and also Kabela with the rest of the team has decided into the November target moving forward. So on the first one, on the revenue target, our target for the revenue target is at 465,000 USD with the hospitality ratings. 5-star percentage and overall rating is actually still the same from the previous month. And now, what are our opportunities moving into November? We have been in the first week of November already, coming to the second weeks, and we started with the 37% of the occupancy, 4% expired debt, 2% maintenance, and also 2% ordinary usage. We still have 54% nights available to sell to achieve the target. So that's the recap from me. Bella, is there anything that you would like to clarify further?
No, that's all.
Especially
Thank you.
with the recommended. Okay, thank you very much, Bella, to help me compiling also the report. And Ali, back to you.
Okay, Kak Furkon. Okay, for the next section is promotion and new employees. We have exciting news from here. We had a new face in our team that promoted by Kak Gani. Please, Kak Gani, share your good news.
Okay, thank you, Ali, and good morning, everyone. So, welcome back, Ganesh. So, Ganesh is actually has experienced a photography, especially during photo shoot on onboarding every property that we have. So, previously, Ganesh is focusing on thesis. So the employee status is still part-time, but now we able to extend the contract to be full-time as a field content creator. So welcome, Ganesh. Looking forward for your future contribution. That's it. Back to you, Ali.
Okay, thank you, Mas Gani. Congrats to Gani. Maybe for the next section is we had core value recognition. For the first core value is nominated by Mokwayana for Kak David and Kak Selin for inspired delight value. Maybe
Oke, dari aku sih thank you for David and Shalin to always like look after everyone to make sure paid on time and accurately for every month. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you, Mokwayana. For the next core value from Wahyu Dwi Prasetyo that nominee Bella and Kak Gray.
Okay, thank you, Mas Ali. First of all, I would like to say thank you to Kak Bella and to Kak Gray for helping help others to help themselves, especially on revenue management things. As we are coming to a low season, we do realize that the revenue performance is kind of declining, and with our current strategy, we already put the price at the lowest number that we could set, but we can do some refinement, and based on Kak Bella supervision and direction, and also with Kak Grace discussion and also insight, we can have another things that we can do, and not only rely on 0% price change and make nothing, not make no change. So thank you so much to Kak Bella and Kak Gray for the supervision, the insight, for the advice, and for all the knowledge that you have given to me as a business data analyst. Thank you so much, Kak.
Okay, thank you, Wahyu. For the next is from Kak Vidi that recognize RD for step on task and help others to help themselves. Please, Kak Vidi, to share your story.
Okay. Yes, last month I emphasized the importance of step on those to further enhance the project management flow. Based on RD's research and understanding on Ask Anything, he actually proposed not to migrate fully the Ask Anything task, since and it's not necessary, since Ask Anything is already benefiting from HEMA's improvement and even without migration. So this is actually a good point, and after reviewing his logic and reasoning, I agree that his proposition actually makes more sense than the one that was assigned to him. And second point, RD has started filling in employee journals of others. Despite still having room for improvement, it is a good start to further help others help themselves through feedback and technical supervision. And lastly, on top of this, RD has actually the highest productivity last month. Although this couldn't be translated to monetary incentive last month, or like tied to bonus, because it is tied to the bonus, it still shows a lot of positivity moving forward. So yeah, thank you, RD.
Thank you, Kak Vidi. For the next is from Kak Shelin. Okay, Kak Shelin, please
Okay.
share your story.
Okay, thank you, Ali. Just a quick one. I'd like to recognize Rama over here. So since early October, from my PTO, Rama was delegated to handle and coordinate for the housekeeping recruitment process, coordinating with the Radit most of the time. So he took the chance and allowed himself to go on full speed with, like, let's say, arranging meetings from the SMKs in Bali, as well as planning for the guest lectures as well. So thank you for never settling and stepping on those. Mantap, nyala. Thank you, and back to Ali.
Okay, thank you, Kak Shelin. For the next is from Matthew that recognize Kak Bayu. Unfortunately, Matthew, I think don't attending this meeting, so I will take over. Matthew said Kak Bayu explained the detail of brand narrative on October to 29th to me. His explanation helped me a lot of understanding our brand narrative. Sometimes he also evaluate my work on BCA. Thank you so much. Okay, next. Yes, Joseph. This is from Matthew Cho to Mr. Jing, Marcel, and Kak Dela. He said thank you so much for Mr. Jing, Kak Marcel, and Kak Dela for give Matthew a list of improvement regarding Matthew works towards newsletter creation. Okay, next. For the next is from Kak Krishna, that's nominee Kak Bayu, Kak Vidi, and Titan for value never settle. Kak Krishna, take your time.
Okay, thank you, Ali. So I want to recognize these three gentlemen for their exceptional agility in adapting changes, especially in BVGO. We have multiple projects and each of them has also changes in their planning. It's quite complex, but with these three gentlemen that keep being agile and have remarkable flexibility, we can make it and make the plan to realization, and hopefully we can also see the benefit from the user perspective after we implemented BVGO changes innovation. That's all. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Kak Krishna. Is next from Kak Krishna again. Okay, Kak Krishna, please tell us about your story.
Yes, sure. This is for Wendy, Kardi, Ali, Ega, and Restu. So previously, the one who responsible on project management and planning initially is just the leadership. it's on VP of Engineering, it's on PM, PO, or CTO. However, we also now invite the engineers to not only execute, but also actively participate in creating and initiating the solution for the problem given. And this 5 gentlemen is not only accept the new responsibility, but also show excitement by contributing in their own ideas and solution. So now each of them also have initiated their own development plan to start the project. So thanks for all of these guys. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Kak Krishna. For the next is from Rama. Rama recognize Kak Furkon about never settle. Okay, Rama, take please your time to tell.
Okay, thank you, Kak Ali. Nggak muted. So I would like to recognize Kak Furkon.
For always showing me how to improve my work gitu ya. Though sometimes it feels like a scratch on my head. I'm starting to gain some results now, and I'm very helpful. I'm very very thankful for Kak Furkon for always never settling. Yeah, back to you, Kali.
Okay, thank you, Rama. For the next from Rama again. Okay, Rama. The floor is yours. Rama.
And the second one, I would like to give the recognitions to Kak Shelin for always helping me gitu ya, help other to help themselves gitu ya. First of all, welcome to Bali, Kak Shelin, and thank you for always assisting me gitu ya, especially with all of our knowledge management tasks, including the guest guideline and essential access to our company's data gitu ya, for job portals and AJ coordinator. So thank you, Kak Shelin.
Okay, thank you, Rama. For the next recognition from Rama again. Okay, Rama, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Kak Ali. And this is my last recognitions. And this is for all of the interns gitu ya, from MSCB Batch 7. Thank you for always showing support in our group. And please, guys, always keep the supportive ambience and let's support each other for at least until the program has finished gitu ya. Thank you for always inspiring the light to each other. Thank you.
Wow, a lot of recognition from Rama ya. For the next recognition from Kak Furkon to Kak Erika and Kak Nadia to about be the hero. Okay, Kak Furkon, take your time.
Okay, thank you very much. So I would like to recognize Erika and also Kanadia of being the hero because they are coming to hosting the roundtable talk while Mak Wayana was off last week. So thank you very much everyone for lighting up the room and also the forum. Okay, that's the first one. I believe I have several core value recognitions as well. So may I directly read it, Ali?
Boleh. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much. So for the next one, I would like to also recognize Mas Gani and also Mr. Jing for upper management qualities because I escalated an issue on myself about the team management also delegation, and they helped me to resolve it based on from their guidance and also perspective. So thank you very much, Mas Gani and also Mr. Jing for your guidance. And the last one, the next one, I would like to also recognize Rama and also Kashelin for being never settle. Because through their dedication, we now have getting several candidates to support with the OSS team. I understand the results might not be there yet, but it is a good start, and let's moving forward. Thank you for your effort. Okay, Ali, that recognition from me. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Kak Furkon. For the last two recognition from Kak Bayu, please, Kak Bayu, take your time.
The first one is to Matthew. He's not here, but basically he approached me on his day off, especially, and to talk to me a lot about correlation of the brand narrative to his actual work. So I think this is show a great spirit for learning. That's for fail fast and learn fast, and also be the hero actually to Matthew. And then the next one, I want to recognize Phoebe for positive transformation and also growth mindset. I observe positive transformation in several factors. I think Vidi is a better leader right now for his team. He actually elevate his team member to take on more responsibilities and taking accountability of their work. So I also encourage for every team member to embrace this process, as this is part of growth. That's it for me, Ali.
Okay, thank you, Kak Bayu. That's all for core value recognition. Maybe we finish to our weekly meeting. Maybe I will back to Yosef.
All right, this wrap up all our segments for today. Thank you to everyone for your insight and contribution. And I would like to officially close our all hands meeting for today. Thank you all for your time, participation, and for being here to stay connected as a team. And don't forget to ngisi personal update ya teman-teman. Thank you.
Thank you everyone for coming. Have a good day.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a great weekend.